Morning has broken, my windows are open. Wanna feel the wind blow through my hair. Which way do I follow? What happens tomorrow? I turn to you and hope you can guide the way. Sometimes I give up, just wanna be on my own. Even in the darkest times, you give me hope. So I lean on you when I'm lost my way. I keep holding on for a better day.
Hey y'all, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. We're starting out this day's video painting what I'm hoping is going to become the boys' backpack holder, hanger, whatever. So this was my mom's, and the pegs are removable, as you can see, and I've been trying to figure out a way to get the boys' backpacks up and out of the way, and I come across this as I was going through some things and thought this may be perfect. I know I'm not going to be able to use all of the pegs while the boys' backpacks are hanging from it, but that's fine. I don't need to use all of the pegs. I just need something to get the boys' backpacks up. So we're going to be painting this eggshell white, the same color that we painted the kitchen cabinets. And we don't get this hung up in this video, but we will get it hung up in the next video. Also, we're going to be resetting the kitchen and the living room, getting it ready for the coming week. And we're going to be decorating a little bit more for fall. I did stop by the Dollar General and pick up a few things, which I'll show you guys all of that when we get to it. It's some really cute things. Was really pleased. My favorite piece though is the blanket. Wait till you guys see the blanket. It's too adorable and so soft. Also, whenever I get to painting the pegs, on one of the pegs under the lip of the very top of the peg, I do miss a spot. I didn't realize that I had missed it until I was editing this video, but I have since went back and painted that little brown spot that I missed. So that way I did tell you guys that I did go back and fix that. Now, I am going to be sanding this down, and I'm not doing a really big sand job, as you can see. I just want to rough it up just a little bit, enough to make a difference, I guess. I don't know, to make sure that the paint really stays on there. I don't really have to do this part. This is paint and primer, and usually whenever you get primer you don't have to do any like sanding or pre-treatment or anything like that, but I did go ahead and do that because this piece is fairly old. I'm not sure exactly when my mom got this, but I can remember her having it for several years, so I do know that it is an older piece. So I did just want to go ahead and take a little bit of sandpaper to it and get it sanded down just a little bit before I started painting. And the grit on the paper, the sandpaper, is 120 grit, so that way you guys know. And I did take the little hangers off of the back. Even though I don't end up painting the back, I thought that I may end up painting it, but I didn't end up painting it. It's not really going to matter. Nobody's going to see the back. It's just going to be hanging, so it wasn't really necessary for me to do that. Now I do use 2 coats of paint on this, but it really did need the 2 coats. So like I said, we're not going to get it put up in this video, but we will in the next. And y'all are going to see Mac run through here in just a minute, and he gets a little bit of white paint on his leg or on his paw, and I look over and there's one little white paw print going into the kitchen, into the bathroom. So I do end up cleaning that up, but I just thought it was so cute. But he did scrape the side, so I had to touch that up and clean him up and clean that up. Also, y'all, let me tell you, leave it to a painting project or about any kind of DIY project, especially that makes you sit in the floor, to really make you feel your age. I mean, I'm no spring chicken, that's for sure, but my hips were in a shape the rest of the evening and the next day after sitting in this floor for just a few minutes. Like I nearly got up, I'm telling you. Just, oh goodness, getting old, it kind of sucks, let me tell you. Mercy, golden years, my butt. However, I will say this though, I am very thankful, very grateful to see each birthday come, and I hope to see so many more come, because that just means that I'm here to see them, and I'm going to enjoy each one and be grateful for each wrinkle that comes with each birthday, you know, because I mean, life is already short as it is, so I am grateful.
There's a storm coming, and I need a hand to hold, with the fear of being here on my own. where the wind's blowing and the leaves they turn to gold, like they did with you those summers ago. There's a storm coming, summer's just around the bend, and my bottle's empty once again, and my feet's burning on the roads we used to walk, where the rivers walked along with us.
Moving over into the dining area part of my kitchen. As you guys can see, I have got a ton of papers that need to be gone through. Some of this is school stuff. Some of it's just things that I need to keep a hold of. So I don't have my little file tote that I usually keep all of this stuff in. It is in storage, but I do get a little box that I've got that everything will fit in, and I'm just going to go through everything and figure out what needs to be tossed and what needs to be kept.
With the storm coming, I am ready for the cold. I'll be better when the summer's gone. Now the wind's blowing and I'm right back here again. It might take a while, but I understand that I keep thinking about those years ago, when sleeping next to you was usual.
Y'all are going to see me talking, and it looks like I'm just talking to myself, but I'm not. This is Saturday. I'm talking to the boys. This is over Saturday and Sunday, and I have to take Isaiah to work on Sunday. He has to work on Sunday, and so that's why I'm out and about on Sunday and why I stop at the Dollar General. That way you already know all of that before I get to that part. But yeah, I promise I'm not just talking to myself. I haven't completely lost my mind, you guys. Not far from it, I don't think, some days, but you know. Anyway, also the clothes that are there on the table, that's just a little bit of laundry that I had folded and kind of tossed up there. I'm just going to go ahead and get those put away as well once I get done going through these papers. I'm just going to wipe the table down and get the floor cleaned up, and the kitchen part is done.
There never been in love those years ago. Stop thinking about those years ago, when sleeping next to you was usual. I'd rather spend a lifetime on my own. There never been in love those years ago, but now remembering is all I know.
So I'm going to show you guys this picture that I found while I was going through some things. The man on the left that's in the white tank top and black vest, that is my dad. But the reason that I'm showing you guys this photo is because that motorcycle that is there, that blue one, that was mine. Back years ago, I did used to ride motorcycles. That is a Triumph, and that was my baby. I had it from the time, well, my dad actually had it from the time that I was like 3-4 years old, and then he gave it to me on my 15th birthday with the condition that I learned how to ride it, which I did. I rode it all the time. My dad was an excellent teacher, but I've told you guys a little bit about how I grew up with my dad being a biker, and that's what I, grew up around. And so I did ride motorcycles for quite a while. And when my dad had his stroke way back, I think this was back in like 2010, 2011, something like that. It was before Will was born. My dad had a stroke, a massive stroke, and I actually ended up selling the motor out of my motorcycle to help pay for my dad's medical bill. So that's, it's Will's getting ready to be 13 on the 12th of September. So that's how long it's been since I've not had my motorcycle. But I thought I would share that with you guys.
Took a bite and now I'm filled up. I don't know where you are tonight. Cause you're right, I've been starving and now I don't know what to do tonight. But I've been feeling like you're pretty easy to like. When your body is closer to mine, you got me feeling like there's no one other than you who can make me lose my mind. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire. What are the odds we end up loving it? Spending every minute together. I found it quite odd, quite lovely. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire. I took a bite and now I need more. I don't know how to make this right. Cause you're right, yeah, you're right. We are going too fast, but no, I don't know how to stop. But I've been feeling like you're pretty easy to like. When your body is closer to mine, you got me feeling like there's no one other than you who can make me lose my mind. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire. What are the odds we end up loving it? Spending every minute together. I found it quite odd, quite lovely. You start me up like no one has ever could.
I had to take Isaiah to work, and on my way back from dropping him off, I went ahead and stopped at the Dollar General and picked up a few fall things because I've not had a chance to get over there to my storage. It's gonna happen. I've got to get over there tomorrow or Wednesday. I have to, but it depends on if I'm going to have time to actually get into my storage unit and get some things out or not, because it's not just all, hunky-dory, hop in there, get what I want, and it's all good. Everything's kind of just everywhere. So if I don't get it done, it's going to be Christmas by the time that I manage to get anything decorated for fall. So I did want to go ahead and pick up a few things. Now I do have, the few little things there and on my trays decorated and stuff, and that's all great, the little bit that I do have. But I mean, if you've been here for a while, you guys know I decorate for just nearly any holiday and every season. Not all holidays, I'm not going to say that, but Mac leaves a pumpkin alone. But I do decorate for all the seasons. So anyway, I'm blabbering. Let me show you what I got. So I picked this up. It says Fall Pumpkin Harvest, and it was $8. And I couldn't believe that this is so soft, by the way. This blanket is so adorable. It's perfect, and it was not even supposed to be in the aisle that I found it. I'm guessing somebody picked it up, unraveled it, and just threw it down. But I seen it, and I thought, oh, that is gorgeous. And then I felt it, and I was like, oh, that feels so good. So I grabbed it, and it was only $8. Then I got this little pumpkin I thought would look good in the tray, one of the trays. It was only $1. I got some bowl filler pumpkins for $1. I got another one of these little white pumpkins for $1. I got a little plaid cloth pumpkin for $1. Where's that? There it is. Mac, you're making this hard to work around you, baby. Yeah. This goes outside. I've already got my outdoor garden flag up, and it's adorable. If I don't forget and manage to get a quick clip of it, I'll take a picture and add it somewhere here and show you guys. If not, I'll try to remember whenever I can. I don't know. It's been a crazy, hectic week. But I did get this, and I'm going to set that out there beside of that. And then I got this. This was $5, and it's like a cotton or a wool type cloth. But, and my allergies are going crazy. I swear, I think that they're worse now than they was back in spring. But I thought that the green and the dark red, burgundy, whatever, meshed well with this. And then I also have my red checkered blanket out, which just stays out year round because Jackson loves it, but I thought that that would go well with that. So there's that. And then also I just got in the mail today, ordered it from Amazon. It's a fabric shaver for my couch. I finally broke down and just went ahead and ordered one, and I got it in today, and we're going to try that sucker out too. So let's get to decorating.
You feel my fire.
So we are on to the next day, and this is Sunday, and we're getting everything decorated. I really enjoy all the things that I picked up. I also picked up some batteries because this little wicker tree that sits over here in front of my console table, the batteries in it have been dead for like the last 3 months, and I'm just not remember to pick batteries up. So I did pick some up, and that was one of the first things that I did was get those batteries changed out. The boys love this little tree, especially whenever it's nighttime and it's dark in here, and it's just all, you know, lit up with my diffuser. They just love it. Also, I didn't say this when I was talking about the fabric shaver, but the brand that I got is Pany, and I did get this off of Amazon, but I did say that part. I love this thing. It was amazing. I do only do the ottoman because I run out of time. I end up having to go pick Isaiah up from work. He ended up working a short shift on this day. We do get, you know, a few things decorated. We don't end up using all the decorations on this day, but that will be in the next video to use what decorations we didn't use on this day.
Fire. You feel my fire. 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 You feel my fire. 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 You feel my fire. 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 You feel my fire. Let's keep this fire alive. Let's keep this fire alive. You start me up like no one has ever could. You feel my fire. What are the odds we end up loving it? Spending every minute together. I found it quite odd, quite lovely. You start me up like no one has ever could.
Look at all of the lint that come out of this little fabric shaver. I couldn't believe how much actually came off of the ottoman. I was more than pleased with this little gadget. It's by far up there with one of my favorite tools, along with my carpet cleaner, I have to say. Now we're going to get everything decorated and vacuumed. Not everything, but what things we can get decorated and vacuumed. I am going to end up moving one of the pumpkins around and taking the ghost off of the little C table that sits beside the couch and replacing it with the new white pumpkin. And the little garden stake that I got, I do plop it into the vase that's on the console table. I don't think I'm going to leave it there. The plan was to put it outside beside my garden flag, but it does look really cute in that little garden vase, so I don't know yet. We'll see. But that is what I do end up getting decorated on this day, and that's also going to be bringing us to the end of this day. I do want to say that while I was doing this, a big shout out to Will, because he kept the littlest two very occupied in the bedroom while I was getting this done. But anyway, we're coming to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this day's video, and I'm trying my hardest to get more and more out to you guys. But I think that's got it till next time. Love y'all. Stay safe.
You feel my fire.